Hi guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch the second to last episode of Baraou no Souretsu, Requiem of the Rose King. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and join me till the end of this adventure and for all the other adventures you can find on the channel. So look, in the previous episode, Buckingham died, and now we needed to understand what's Richard's future. Let's see how it goes on, and let's see if he can meet James, alias Henry VI, once again. Are you ready to join me with these? Check it out. No, no. In fact, we know that. No exceptions. He's not renouncing to the crown, no matter what. Maybe he's suspecting already about Richmond, huh? I know after what happened, no. It's like a loop. Oh! Oh my no. Hey, I told you tuberculosis! She's going to cough blood, right? Oh no, F way. Yeah, later, more than ever, he will discover what happened to his real dad. Yeah. What do we do now? Yeah, also because if he will discover later, he will be cursed anyway, so... Eh... In fact, you don't belong to this place, Richard. You should go away. Oh! No, now he's going to meet the James. Let's see. No, that Buckingham is gone, Richard. No! Don't tell me. He's desperate, I mean... No F way! No, in fact. Good job, Catsby. No, no, it's not vanished all the love you had. If you just... no. No, James will help you. Oh, Gatsby, you're so great. Everyone wants a Gatsby in his or her life. Oh, yeah. He's going to spill the tea. That Edward is not the real son of Richard. I'm pretty sure that he's going to use that. Let's see if it's what I'm thinking. Richard, if you only knew that Harry is still alive. Oh my. Oh no, F way. And in fact, they are using gossip to win even the war at this point. No, in fact, because he lost a part of him or her, but... Yeah, we are in the worst moment ever, let's say. But... No, but he will also gain something else. No, F-Way, I'm so sad for Anna. Because she deserved a different story. What? Oh my, where is she going now? No, that's something terrible to say. This is true. She's true. And in fact, I also didn't hope that for both of you, but... I understand Anne so much because her life was definitely stolen in all situations. Oh my. Yeah, because she was not corresponded. Oh no, look what... No, no. Oh yes. Let's see. No, let's see what she wrote. Let's hope, but I have a bad feeling. Oh. So Edward will stay with Jane. That's a disgrace. I mean, yeah, somehow yes, but that's always her son. No! Oh no. Beth! What? No, Elizabeth. No, no, this is too much. No, 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 this is disgusting. That's true because Beth was always loyal to him or her. Yeah. Look, it's better to die instead of staying surrounded by you. Let me tell you. Ah. Where did James go? I mean, I'm waiting for this moment. Because he also has the ring. Yeah, we remember that. That was great. Good times. What a disaster. Look at this story is so tragic at the end of the day that... That's his mom? Oh my, no, we are tired of you. Maybe she's going to say that, oh, no, 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 that Henry is still alive. But, no, I hate her. Of course, it was always a mother's voice. What? Oh! What the F? But actually, I imagined that. I told you that maybe it was not. No, what? In fact, uh-huh, yeah. Whoa! What the F? Oh no, 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 I hope, I told you that there will be a sad ending, look. No! What an incredible episode, an unexpected episode, to be honest, because I thought that this episode and the next week's episode, that is the last one, Harry the Sixth, I mean, James Tyrrell would have played a great role in both episodes. But at this point, yeah, I think that we will see James Tyrrell next week in the last episode, because he still has the ring of Buckingham. I mean, that ring that Buckingham gave him, and I don't think it's meaningless. I think that we will find him again. But this episode was so sad. I wanted to start with Anna and her relationship with Richard. At the end of the day, I was right when I was telling you that that was tuberculosis, and at that time it was pretty common to have this illness. And you know that now I can say it. You know that in Versailles Bara there is the same problem. I mean, Oscar is affected by tuberculosis, and then she's going to die, as we all know, not because of tuberculosis actually, but because she was shot. But let's say that once we were approaching the last episodes of Versailles Bara, we knew that Oscar's life was in danger and she didn't have so much to live. And that's what's happening to Anne too. I'm so sorry, because Anne was one of my favorite characters of this story. I think that Anne was the ray of light that Richard was deserving to have in his or her life. And at the end of the day, things didn't change as much as I wanted to. I mean, I really hoped that Richard, especially after Buckingham's death, could find once again his or her priorities, or he or she could see the world in a different way. But we see just the descendants to hell right now. I mean, we find that this decadence of this character, that it's supposed to end, as we are said at the end of the episode. At this point, I definitely think that Richard is going to die. And yeah, I think, if I'm not wrong, that he was coughing already, because maybe by getting in touch with Anne so much, maybe he got the tuberculosis too. Let's see if I'm right or wrong, but I've heard him coughing. And also the doctors were saying, please don't get in touch too much with N, because you can get the same illness. So that's why I'm saying that at the end of the day, Richard will die. The only thing I hope is that he or she will realize that Henry VI is not dead. Yeah, I don't know what's better, sincerely, because if he or she knows that Henry VI is still alive, then it's another punch in the stomach. And if he doesn't know that, maybe he can go away peacefully, because he really thinks that now he can reach all these loved people somewhere after life, maybe. We don't know, but I think that Richard deserved a different ending. But at the same time, we could have imagined this bad ending also, because we are approaching a story that is pretty tragical, and it's really hard to find a happy ending here for the main protagonist. Yeah, I'm so sad, because Anne was this one person who really loved Richard by heart, and with all of her heart. She and Catsby were playing a great role surrounding him, but Richard was not focusing on them. And as always, people focus on their most important dear people when they are almost dying. But at that time, it's too late. I think that this story makes you understand that it's better if you pay attention on your dear people when you still have time to spend with them, not when it's too late, because then there is the risk that you're going to regret this for your entire or your last years of existence, and that's pretty cruel. I think Richard should have paid more attention on Anne and Gatsby, because they were the only people who were really loyal to him or her, who were really trusting him or her, and they could have never betrayed him or her. And that's why I'm saying that Richard lost a double occasion to be really loved, even if we can't commend our feelings. I mean, if Richard didn't love Anne or didn't love Gatsby, it was unfair to fake loving them. So I think that at this point, what Richard did was even right, because otherwise there was the chance to betray their feelings or to fake them. So I think that what Richard did, that means following the instincts or following his or her feelings, it was the perfect choice. But at the same time, I could say what a shame, because he could have been really, really loved if he or she really, really wanted. Even when he or she was trying to convince Gatsby to close his eyes and kiss him or her, that was disgusting. That was a part of this leisure that Richard was missing, because Buckingham is dead and he can't hug Richard anymore, he can't kiss Richard anymore, and that's why we can understand Richard's pain, because he or she was used to reach Buckingham as soon as he or she was finding a hard time, because Buckingham was always there trying to comfort him or her, trying to sleep with him or her. And when you have these comfort, because it's like a sort of a comfort zone in which you know that when you have trouble, there is always that person over there waiting for you or trying to calm you. But when it's gone, you understand the importance, and that's why I'm saying we should treasure our dear people until they are alive, because once they are gone, it's too late and you can't repair anything. You can't reach them anymore until you will go ahead with your life and you will die. So I think that, yeah, this story makes you understand these things too. Talking about Richard, I think that his life now is pretty miserable, and there's no end of the tunnel for him, because I mean, maybe death can be the only escape. It can be the freedom he or she has never reached before. If that's the case, I mean, if he or she by dying can reach a sort of a peace, that reminds me of Eren. I expect for Eren the same destiny, actually, so I can understand that. But at the same time, I feel sad, because I think Richard has never deserved what happened to his or her life. It was not a matter of his choice, but everything happened because of what his or her mom did, and that's why I'm saying that his or her existence was cursed since the beginning, but not because of his or her will, but because it was predestined, and that's pretty, yeah, sad. The thing that I really liked was when Richard decided to protect Edward from all these, and I think that was the best choice at the end of the day, even if it was pretty sad to leave him aside and to say goodbye to him. I think that was the best choice, because otherwise even Edward could have experienced the same thing he or she also experienced, or anyway, it was too cruel to pass the testimony to the next generation and to curse Edward without a purpose, because Edward was not his or her real son. And at the same time, it was unfair for the second time in a row to curse that dynasty, because we know that Edward is not Richard's real son, and at the same time even Edward lost his dad, his real dad, and he's going to lose even his mom, and it's pretty terrible because now Edward has to start everything from the beginning, and it would be pretty hard for him to do so. Also because now we know that he went away with Jane. I don't know what's going to happen to him, sincerely. I really hope that he can start a new life by not being recognized. Even if it's hard to delete the past, I think that Richard made a good choice because he is already cursed, so he doesn't want to be cursed double. By know that even if he is dying, he's leaving everything on Edward. I think that was too much, and he didn't deserve that. Kids are always innocent in all these, and even Richard at that time when he was a kid, he or she was innocent. He was not guilty to be born, he was not guilty to be alive, and that's why I'm saying that Edward now doesn't have to feel the same pain. So Richard cut these ties, these loop that otherwise was keep repeating over and over again. And Edward and Richard have something else in common. They didn't have the real father. Edward didn't know that his real dad was killed by Richard, but at the same time Richard was not his real dad, as much as Richard's dad, Richard, was not his real dad. And I imagined this, look, because as I was telling you some episodes before, I was telling you what if Richard is not his real dad, and we know, as much as we got in touch with this Jane, who could give some potions, even at that time when even Edward, Richard's brother, was having sex with lots of women. And what if, yes, I was telling you that, what if Richard's mom was having Richard by somebody else, or what if Richard was adopted because he was found in the forest, and from that moment on Richard's mom thought that Richard was the curse of the family, etc., etc. But in this episode we had the chance to finally understand Richard's mom's suffering and Richard's mom's cruelty on Richard. Even if it's not excusable, let me tell you, because no matter what you decided to do in your family or in your life, that doesn't mean that your child has to be punished because of that. It was your own decision to have Richard in another way, let's say. That's why you can't blame Richard for what he is right now, because Richard became exactly the result of everything you, mother of Richard, said throughout all these years. So Richard, it's like your creation, because Richard was always believing what you were saying, what you have always told him throughout the years, and rumor after rumor after rumor, Richard started believing that he was a demon. And even if, I think, Richard's mom asked some help to have Richard. Maybe she was also drinking a potion too, or she was meeting a person like Jane. So she was suggested to drink a potion or to have sex with somebody else. But at the end of the day, Richard was not guilty because of what she did. Even if later he was, because indirectly he was reflecting all his or her mother's pain for everything that happened throughout the years after Richard was born. And Richard, the father, was taking care of Richard, the kid, more than Richard's mom. We see that after Richard was born, and even if she is confirming that Richard's dad was keep loving her, he couldn't understand her darkness. He couldn't love that part of hers. But yeah, I think that Richard somehow, the father, was pretty nice to Richard, even if he was taking Richard to the wrong path, because instead of protecting him, even if at the beginning of the story, yeah, Richard is saying, Richard the father, is saying, Richard the son, don't come to war. That was already a discrimination, that was already a difference, and Richard could feel it, so that's why he wanted to be praised by his dad, etc., etc. Later we know that this Richard's aura, the dad's aura, is playing a great role in Richard's life, because by wanting to be praised by his dad, what he considers to be his dad, he lost his mind, he lost his existence based on following this crown, because he thought, oh, if I can reach the crown, I can make my father so proud of me. But as you can see, there's no pride, because at the end of the day, Richard's life is destroyed, now more than ever, and it's reaching the last stage. I think that Richard now more than ever understood that he lost his existence for nothing, that he was trying to catch this crown, but this crown helped him erasing all the great people he had surrounding him. And that's the greatest curse that he was having. He still doesn't know that Henry VI is still alive, and that's why I can't wait for that. At this point, yeah, I think there will not be a happy ending at all. Let me tell you, still talking about Richard's mom, I feel sad for her too, because we should see this story from different perspectives, and I think that Richard's mom found herself pretty lonely, and nobody could understand her as much as Richard was not understood by anybody at that time. So yeah, when Richard is saying that she's his real curse, and then he or she can really understand his or her mom for real because of what he also experienced thanks to her, that was the saddest way to depart. That was the saddest way to say goodbye, because once again I tell you this, Richard understood now that it's the end more than ever what his or her mom really felt. But it's too late. And that's why this departure was suffered from both sides. His or her mom now more than ever wanted to apologize somehow to Richard, even if the way in which she was talking was wrong. But I think that we see her desperation once she's turning and Richard is going, because she knows that he will not come back. Even if she said bad things to him or her throughout all his or her life, she can't avoid these. I mean, it's her son or daughter, no matter how you put it. There are moments in life in which you reach the last moments, and even if you said bad things, you thought bad things, all these are erased in that final moment, because it's like as if you are reaching the turning point, but it's too late to change things. So that was pretty sad. I really felt the last scene. It's cruel, but at the same time unfair, if I have to be honest, because of what I told you so far. The fact that Richard didn't deserve this. And at this point, even Richard's mom didn't deserve that, because she was forced to live a life that she was not happy with. That's what happened to Richard too. So yeah, when Richard is saying that his or her mom is a curse, yeah, she was. Last but not least, Beth. I'm so sad for her too, because once again she's used by her mother, because her mother is insane. She is transmitting everything painful she felt, all the meaningful thoughts, all these will to avenge what happened to her life and to her daughter, and her daughter has to pay for all this. That's wrong. And in fact, Beth unfortunately will not have the same fortunate destiny that Edward had. That means to have a chance to start a new life, even if that means that he will be without his parents. But Beth didn't deserve to go ahead with her life like this. I really hope that there will be a chance for Beth to get rid of her mom, to get rid of this contracted marriage, to be free. And I still hope that she can marry Edward, even if now it's impossible because Edward, he is losing his name, his previous identity. But I think Beth really deserves the same thing that Edward had. That means the chance to start things over again. Guys, let's see if Richard can meet Henry VI once again in the last episode. I hope that she's or he is not going to meet him when he or she is about to die, because that's really cruel. I hope that she will have the chance to meet him before dying. Okay guys, let's see what's going to happen next week with the final episode of Baraou no Souretsu, Requiem of the Rose King. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.